Hello and welcome back to Warsword Conquest. We have 232 troops fit for battle against the enemy's 446. Now this is obviously going to be against Chaos, which is obviously going to be a pretty funny situation. We didn't actually do too badly the last time that we fought against them, and this is obviously at Prague, because of course I have now seceded from from the realm of chaos, and we are now our own faction. And I'm obviously going to be changing my faction name if I can remember actually to do that after this, because there was some funny suggestions. I'm thinking, hey, you know what? Let's do it. You know, I think that could be quite cool. I actually, you know what I should have done? I should have run out there right now, but I was kind of hoping that my exalted flamers and my wonderful fire glaive wielding individuals would have actually done something a little bit more damaging, but it's fine. It's okay. You know, we are Gorefist Smashmon after all, and oh, look at that. I literally just summoned a Demon Prince of Khorne. Well, that's going to be very funny, isn't it? Yes, I'm hopeful that he is going to be surviving for quite some time. At least I hope so, because if he gets a number of kills, he also has the ability to enter the, the rage state, the frenzy state that we are currently in. As far as I'm aware, at least, I believe he does have the ability to do that. Oh yeah, by the way, I did just update. Yes, I did just update. There was actually a quick fix very recently uploaded to the Discord, and I thought, hey, you know what? I'll get it. And they've actually got some demon princes as well, but unfortunately they're not very hardy, so they just got completely murdered. And this particular quick fix apparently removes the ability for us to heal when we enter Blood Frenzy. Now I think that's pretty interesting, and also the fact that I think the red screen is also removed. Bear in mind that when I first started this series, I did have a quick fix installed. Oh no, there's the red screen. There it is. Okay, never mind. I did have the red screen beforehand as well, but anyway, the point is I had a quick fix that was pretty it was basically the most current thing at the time, and I didn't just install like the basic version or anything like that. I did have the quick fix installed as well, but yeah, it should be pretty interesting to see whether a lot of the changes are going to be impacting us a significant amount. What is funny though is that in general, maybe some things will not be working correctly, because this is indeed as far as I'm aware, partially save game compatible. So not everything is going to be, being brought into this playthrough, and you're going to need to start a new game if you want to see some of these changes. I'm just hoping that the changes to Khorne and the changes to the various things that we have available here are going to be implemented so that we can actually play with that. I did just get poisoned as well, so I'm not very pleased about that, because that means that if I do have to do any healing, I'm going to have reduced healing, I believe. So the red screen is actually still happening, surprisingly enough. I thought that was going to be removed, but yeah, anyway, as I say, I did install the new quick fix, so kind of strange about that, but it's fine. Not that big a deal. Once we do enter Blood Frenzy as well, you'll see that we won't actually level up. I mean, not level up. We won't actually get instantly healed. I would like to level up, actually. But yeah, we won't get instantly healed when we enter Blood Frenzy any further. So 100% that, I do have the quick fix installed. I really wish that there wasn't invisible walls right here. I'd love to be able to jump out, but yeah, I'm probably going to have to tell my forces just to move back, to be honest, like I did previously. I think that's probably going to be the only thing I can really do to free up our forces. And you can see here that the main reason why I want to do that is because, well, clearly the Demon Prince of Khorne on the enemy side are having a really big impact, and I do not want that. Thank you very much. I really want to make them pay as hard as we possibly can. So that means getting getting my forces out of the way here and actually dealing some damage myself. And that's pretty much all she wrote. And if we can, maybe what we can do, I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to do this, but if we can, what I wouldn't mind doing is removing any possibility that these guys will be unable to join us. I think I'm going to need more right to rule, so that's obviously going to be a pretty big deal. I should have been doing that the entire time, by the way. That was something that completely slipped my mind, because I was actually I wasn't even truly thinking about creating a faction the whole playthrough, actually, and this just kind of sprang out to me at the time. I was like, yes, I kind of feel like making my own faction right now. That seems like a fun idea. And so that's exactly what we decided to do. Obviously, if the opportunity presents itself, then I might as well, right? Alright, so there you go. There's the victory for us right there. 208 kills. Actually pretty crazy. Alright, so there we go. We're done. These guys are actually... I'm probably just going to let them go, to be honest, because we do gain reputation for this as well. We gain honor and so on and so forth. I am going to be taking every single one of these prisoners, mostly because I can put them into the garrison. I mean, that's literally the only reason why I'm doing that. I'm not going to be using them in my army or anything like that, but it is going to provide us with a number of bodies, and well, that's just inherently what we need. We just need bodies to be able to make that work. So we're just going to take this. We got some Nurgle armor there that I can potentially sell, and otherwise we can just move on. There we have it. Okay, so let's just get some of these guys. I have no idea how many other people have actually leveled up. I feel like we're not really getting huge amounts of levels here. Yeah, no, not really, not really. Yeah, that's not particularly good. However, we're still okay. You know, we're still doing relatively fine. I'm actually quite surprised that we're not getting absolutely massacred just yet. But I'm going to assume that that will happen in due time. So, you know, don't count us out just yet. I'm pretty sure they're going to be coming down on us really hard with a massive sledgehammer of some kind. But yeah, anyway, let me just take these guys out of the prisoner's hold here. Let's go into the tavern real fast. I kind of want a ransom broker. Do you think there's going to be a ransom broker somewhere here? Not in a million years. Nope. Not in a million years. Oh well, never mind. Okay, what we are going to do though is we're going to go here, sell all the prisoners for 2,500. Technically, it would only get us 5,000 if I had a ransom broker, if I had access to that. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to just take Mr. Antrax here. 300 gold he is. I don't really care about him particularly. However, one thing we are going to do with him is we're going to say, aha, okay, so he actually is unable to go and actually tell our story. So, you know what I mean? Like, he's unable to get us. Aha, okay. So basically, this is how it goes. The generic companions are not able to go and get us right to rule, but the ones that are having some kind of backstory, they're the ones that can actually do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Eketi to go off and spread the word about us. It's going to take quite a long time to do that, unfortunately. And, well, technically what we can do is, well, I'd like to actually attack Kislev, and, well, indeed, I'd like to attack this one over here, because that's Realm of Chaos territory, and that kind of makes sense. So what we're going to do, actually, I'm just going to go here, going to try to recruit as many people as possible. For some reason, these guys have not restored themselves just yet. Appoint a prominent nobleman. There we go. I've recovered from the effects of being poisoned. I actually did level up as well, by the way. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do charisma, I guess, because that's what we've been working towards this entire time. So we're going to get 5 in leadership. I guess that's kind of decent. How much cash do I have? I have 66,000. That is actually pretty good. If I can meet Marcus or one of those guys, I might in fact be able to purchase a really good, well, a really good something or other anyway. You know, purchase something really nice, like a nice dual wield set of weapons or something along those lines. That would be really, really spectacular, actually. That would be wonderful. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case right now. It seems like we are probably going to have some huge issues even being able to survive to that point. But I am just going to wait here for a little bit of time. I'm kind of wondering whether I should go into the dungeon right now, but I'm thinking to myself, what is that going to give me? Is that going to give me anything specific? Not really. One thing I do want to do, though, is I want to let Valkyria go. Yeah, you're free to go. There we go. Wonderful. We gained some reputation, and she loves us, by the way. I mean, as you can see, look at that. We've got 100 relation with her. So technically, if I can make it work, I would love to be able to recruit her at some point. I don't know whether we're going to be able to, but it would be amazing if we could. I'm just going to try and smack as many people in there as possible as well. I don't know why I can't recruit from this particular village. Why am I not... For some reason, I'm not able to recruit from there. Not sure why that's happening, because I can recruit from other places without any issue, by the looks of things. Ah, no, this one is also having some problems now, so it may just maybe it just takes a little bit of extra time to actually work. But yeah, I'd love to go down here and actually take this, because... Oh, whoa, the orcs have just taken this. Wow, that's actually insane. I'm actually super surprised that the vampires are losing so much territory. Look at this. That is really quite astonishing, because I never would have expected that in a million years. I always expect the vampires to be extremely resilient, because they are very powerful individually. But maybe they're not so good in terms of... auto-resolves or something like that. I don't know, but their Hell Knights and things should be insane. So I'm quite surprised about that. Okay, so unfortunately the humanitarian is not going to help us. Seems like none of these people are really going to help us that much. That is very sad. Okay, we'll just sell that. Is there anything else that I can do here? No, not really. I could speak to the Guildmaster, but that's also not going to do much. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's see what is actually going on at this town. There's 3... Oh no, that's a lot of people right there. That is a lot of people. Well, I technically have the ability to do this. I could potentially do this. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, though, because if you think about it from a very realistic perspective, in the past I had the the somewhat decisive advantage that I was able to heal myself with Blood Frenzy whenever it would trigger. But nowadays, I'm not able to do that, because the fix came in, and obviously the developers thought it was too overpowered, or, you know, whatever was actually going on there. So this is now going to be much more difficult. Obviously, let's just think about it for a real quick second. Maybe my regeneration is going to be enough. I don't know. Maybe I should have done some more marks of corn or something like that before I went, before I went over here. Maybe that would have made a bit of a difference. I don't know. Okay, can I please dodge some stuff? I would very much appreciate it if I could just dodge some stuff here and just, you know, get my ward save to come in handy. Can I jump? Oh, no. Yes, there we go. No invisible wall. I am infinitely pleased about that. Okay, who's this? Who's this guy? He's absolutely murdering me right now. Oh, that's Chaos Lord Ranai de Bussière. Okay, that's kind of a bit weird. Not entirely sure what's going on with him. Sounds like he should be a Bretonnian, but there you go. Alright, so let's just be very careful here now, because obviously I am taking significant damage. However, I just want to enter Blood Frenzy. That's all I want to do right now. So that's what I'm going to... There we go. Okay, I am doing that. I've summoned these guys, and these fellows actually... Did I just fall off? Yes, I did. I just fell off. Oh dear. That's not very good. Okay. Yeah, that is not very good at all. Well, this is going to be a bit problematic, isn't it? Okay, I really want to badly kill this. Can you just die, please? Mr. Herald of Corn? There we go. Demon Prince of Corn, whatever your name is. There we go. Come on now. Yes, there we are. Fantastic. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Just focus on him. Focus on his head if I can. Oh, he's making things very difficult for me, isn't he? Okay. I can't even get underneath the roof right now because I'm so tall. That's hilarious. But thankfully, I do have the ability to regenerate. As you can see, I am actually regenerating right now, which is making things much, much easier for us. And these guys literally are just dying. They are just dying very, very nicely. And oh yeah, by the way, for those of you wondering, yes, the combat AI is on the maximum setting. I did get a comment that said I'm lowering the combat difficulty. No, no, no. It is always on its maximum setting, unless I tell you otherwise. And that's it. That's always how it is, you know. Anyway, there is actually a big change to the Mark of Khorne challenge. And apparently what happens now is if you are going into the arena, you are now placed at 100% damage. So by default, it will put you at 100% damage, 100% damage taken. And that obviously is maybe gonna make things a bit more difficult for us, because sometimes I'm actually winning by a very slim margin. And I'll be the first to tell you right now, I'm playing at 75%. Like I told you in a previous episode, I'm playing at 75%. I've always been very transparent about what kind of, you know, damage modifiers I'm playing on, because if you're playing along with me, I want to be, you know, I want to be telling you exactly what I'm playing with, so that you can either decide to play alongside me in the same exact settings, or, you know, what have you. I'm always going to do that. However, now that it's at 100%, I think that's actually okay. They've also lowered the difficulty for lower level Marks of Khorne, by the way. So if you do go into, you know, the event when you are level 1, well, I mean, it's probably best not to go in there when you're level 1, but you know what I mean. You know, if you go in there when you're a low level, it's going to be a lot easier than if you were to go in there at a higher level. As far as I'm aware, at least. At least the first initial, you know, events are going to be much more simple to complete than they were beforehand. And I think that's a good change. I think that's nice. So I am actually charging my forces in here now, and I'm doing that very much on purpose. I'm just letting them charge in, because I kind of think that we can get a nice foothold here. And even if my forces do end up losing, I hope they don't die, actually. I hope they don't die a huge amount. But if they do, then, well, that's just how things go, and hopefully I'm not going to sustain too many casualties. I've actually only lost about 15 here. We do have to kill another 300. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, maybe another 300 troops, which is going to be really quite bad. So I'm not sure if that's good. I'm not sure if that's good at all, actually, but, you know, I can just basically try my best here. Wow, this is insane. The amount of speed that I have right now, it's crazy. But we need it. We actually need it, because if I wasn't actually capable of doing this, I don't know whether I would even be able to go in here and potentially succeed. It feels like it would be very, very difficult for us to do it otherwise. But I don't know whether that matters really, because we are supposed to be a hero unit. We are supposed to be one of those big legendary warriors from, you know, Warhammer Fantasy, and we're supposed to be, you know, these kinds of guys are basically super difficult to kill, and they're able to kill thousands upon thousands of enemies, and, you know, all this wonderful stuff that is present in Warhammer Fantasy lore. And that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about, because as it stands for me, I think that this is exactly the way that the progression should be handled. That's the reason why I think that Warsword Conquest is one of the best, if not the best, total conversion that you can play, because it just has so many different features. I mean, you've seen them. You know, I've shown you so many different features already in the various series. You know, we've done dungeons, we've done sieges, we've got magic, we've explored what kind of upgrades you can get. Obviously, if you're looking for something a little bit less Warhammer-esque, then obviously there are mods that will take care of that. Most notably, Prophecy of Pendor is definitely one of them, and definitely probably the best that I would probably say is the best in regards to a total conversion, if you're not looking for something that's Warhammer. And indeed, there are other mods as well that are going to be applicable dependent on your requirements. Because from my perspective, if you're looking for something that's more story-based, then a mod like Light and Darkness is absolutely fantastic. That's probably one of my favorite mods of all time, if you don't know, because it is literally that is probably, you know, a great experience. That is a super, super fun experience. Definitely something that was a huge highlight for me when I first played it. I was actually blown away by how good it was. And I'd highly recommend trying it, actually, if it's still available. I think it is probably still available. But yeah, obviously it hasn't been updated in many years, but does it matter? It's Warband, you know, doesn't really need to be updated, I suppose. But Warsword Conquest, obviously, they're still working on it. And it shows. It's amazing. They've done such a good job. But yeah, Light and Darkness, if you're interested in a story-based mod, yeah, you definitely want to check that out. Otherwise, there you go. That is indeed a victory for us. I just have to wait for my forces to eliminate the remaining enemies, and then we've captured another town. I don't think I'm going to be able to defend against any particular attack, but well, we've taken it, and that's all that really matters. Alright, so there you go. We got 22 renown for that. Only 223 kills. Thrud only got 3. Not entirely sure why that is. I guess he was just stuck behind a number of other people, I guess. Alright. So let's just capture this, and yeah, what we need to do... We need to get a vassal, actually. Should I make Thrud a vassal? Maybe that would make sense. You know what? I think that might actually make sense, to be honest, because if we don't make him a vassal, what is he going to be doing? I'm going to defer appointment of a lord, actually, right now. Plunder it and keep all the spoils for yourself. I actually don't care about this. 5,600, I don't care about that. I'm not going to plunder it. I want it to be left alone for the moment. I don't really see the point in plundering it. Okay, so let's just sell this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep the horse because I think that is actually going to continue to increase my speed. I have 6 mounts at the moment in my inventory, including the Flesh Hound. And that's obviously going to increase our speed on the world map, which is very important. And there we go. Just going to buy some very, you know, scarce food there. Alright, so here we go. Yes. I have some villagers. Yes, absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, so he has now traded me 33 Cornate Marauder Tribesmen in exchange for what I had in there beforehand, which was just Chaos Zealots. I'm actually really surprised that he gave me such low rated people, but oh well. Never mind, I guess. Never mind. I'm kind of a bit disappointed by that. But I think it is random, actually, what he gives. So I guess that explains it. Anyway, we do have some warriors and chosen of corn here. I'm actually going to be taking some of these out because we have the ability to do so, of course. And we have some blood howlers here as well as bloodletters too. And there we have it. Okay, so how many people do we actually have in the garrison here? We got 59. That's pretty decent. Prominent nobleman. I don't have... What? Why don't I have any ability to actually recruit from here? That's kind of weird. Okay, well, I don't have the ability to recruit from here, which is really sad. So I guess I will just go over here instead then. You cannot currently recruit volunteers from this culture. Alright, well, I guess I will just be going over to my own villages then, even though I was attempting to recruit from those other ones, and they didn't seem to actually allow me to. Okay, so enemy patrols spotted near Prague. As you can see, there is one over there. I'm actually wondering if I can... Do you think I could speak to this guy and actually have him do something? Maybe we could... Oh, he's got 100 relation with us. Maybe he'll actually join us. Yes, assess this lord as a potential recruit. Your kind are very different from this lord. Your reputation is inadequate or at odds with this lord, and you are not persuasive enough, and you do not have enough right to rule. Right. Wow. Okay, that's another way of just saying you failed. You failed to do absolutely anything in this game so far, you imbecile. You know, I can just imagine that being the case. That is actually kind of sad, isn't it? That is very, very sad indeed. Oh well, never mind. Alright, so yeah, I'll just accept the offer because I don't really care about the Kislev at the moment, even though I would love to decimate them. I would love to be absolutely able to just go in there and absolutely murder every single one of them because I don't like them, okay? I don't like them one bit. but I am going to be trading, you know, trading them for some cash, because what's the point in keeping them? Otherwise, I'm not actually currently fighting them, so no real point in being super, you know, strict about it. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I can't recruit from here either. Okay, can I actually speak to this guy? No, I don't have enough. That's the funny thing. Look at my reputation right now. My reputation is only minus 30. I feel like I need more of that. And I need more right to rule. I have 0 right to rule right now, as you can see, which is really making a huge difference. This is the reason why I sent Aketi off. We're going to need to send off Erasmus as well, and a number of other people too, if we're going to make this work. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very, very interesting indeed. I should have actually attacked that guy instead of just allowing him to run around, to be honest. I'm getting 1,600 dinars. That's really not very good. I need to do a little bit better than that, actually. Yeah, well, it seems like Realm of Chaos is a bit preoccupied at the moment. They seem to not really be doing too much, which is actually super nice for me. Just going to put these 29 in here. Let me actually just see here. I want to go into the tavern. I did already go in here, but they've actually refreshed, I think. Yep, they did actually refresh. So, Mercenary Merchant, highly doubt that's going to have anything particularly good. Okay, let's go into Kislev's Tavern as well, because you never know whether they're going to have like a special merchant or something like that. Aha, like this guy. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's just get all of that. Potion of Instability is absolutely fantastic. Should I take Potion of Strength? I'll buy 1 Potion of Curing. I think that's probably pretty useful. And who else do we have here? We've got these. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is a dwarf, right? Oh yes, I forgot about this. I have the dwarven map. What's that you've got there, lad? A map in Kazalid? I'm far too drunk to translate right now, but you can take this dictionary I found in the privy. You add the notes to your journal. Alright, so I'm actually just going to recruit this guy real fast. The main reason why I want to recruit him is because I want to tell him to go off and just do the, you know, do the right to rule thing, and then I'm just going to get rid of him after that, as you might expect, because we're not obviously going to be working with him at all. But it is going to be useful to get some right to rule, at least. Okay, so let me actually just see if I can find that guy that's running around here, because he's being very annoying, isn't he? No, it seems like he's actually run off now, hilariously enough. Hello there, sir. Okay, would you mind stopping? Thank you. Alright, so he has 18. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe this could potentially work. You're kind of very different. You do not have a good enough relationship. Your reputation... I do not have a good enough relationship? I mean, no offense. Funnily enough, I thought I had a good relationship with the previous guy, and I thought it said the same thing, so... I guess it is just determined purely by the other stats, and maybe it's just the other stats are the thing that is going to make the most of a difference. I don't know. Anyway, I am going to get off my mount in a second, and I'm basically just going to charge everyone in, because that's kind of well, that's kind of the deal with me right now. I've got a lot of cavalry, and so I'm kind of hoping that maybe we can just take advantage of that, just completely smash into their lines, and then basically just have that be our main deal, you know, just have that be our main offensive force here, our main strength. And yeah, so obviously, as you can no doubt tell, the ability for them to or shall we say, the fact that we've actually had the insta heal removed from Blood Frenzy is making a big difference to our survival, but I don't know whether that really matters too much, because as it stands, we are very resilient, as you've seen. We are very, very resilient, but that is obviously due to a number of other things, like, for example, dodge, and ward save, and ignore pain. All of these things are going to be making a huge difference. Anyway, yeah, so these things are basically not even worth me taking, to be honest. Let's actually see what's going on inside this castle here. 163... That is really bad, actually, for them. That is really, really bad. I could potentially attack them, to be honest. Do you think... Do you think I should? Do you think I should take another castle? I don't know. Okay, let me just see here real quick. Okay, so Thrud. What kind of skills do you have, sir? He's got 8 in willpower. He's got huge of everything. He's got 100 in strength. Okay, you know what? What about... Oh no, I need to send him off for the... Okay, yeah, I need to send him off for the right to rule. Yeah. Can you... Nope, he's not going to go off. He's not going to go off yet. I would love to make him a vassal. You know what? I think at the moment I'm probably just going to leave him in our party. I would love to be able to make him into a vassal, and I think I will probably be doing that. But at the moment, I cannot possibly make that work. I think, because I really want to get him. I really want to get the three right to rule from him, and obviously, if he does go away, maybe he has the opportunity to bring us back some troops. I don't know whether that's a function that is actually in Warsword Conquest, but I do remember that in Pendor, for example, when you send off a particularly unique companion, they do have the possibility of coming back with some wonderful troops that can be extremely, extremely powerful for you. Anyway, I am going to take an action here. I don't know, let me see, how do I change my... Rename our kingdom. Okay, we're going to do the Cornate Carnate. Wait, what is it? What is it? Yeah, the Cornate Carnate, right? Isn't that it? Isn't that the thing? Isn't that the thing that someone suggested? I think that's hilarious. I think that's super, super funny. So I think that's it. If it's not that, I'm gonna change it, but don't worry. I think that's quite amusing. I was actually thinking of going for something like, you know, the Cornflake Avengers or something like that. You know, cornflake spelled corn, you know what I mean? But, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go for Gotland here. I am literally just gonna go for it. I am going to try and capture as much as possible. Maybe I can even force them into a situation where they literally will just give up. You know, they'll just make peace with me straight up. And maybe I can even draw Miss Valkyria the Bloody out of the woodwork. That would be fantastic. Unfortunately, our party has nothing to eat right now, so I am infinitely sad now because I actually thought I purchased enough food. But there you go. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay, so I do have dual axes as well, by the way, but obviously they don't do that much damage. So I'm feeling right now that I would like to be able to get those sweeping blades. If I can get the sweeping blades from Marcus, then I feel like we're going to have an absolutely perfect weapon with which to deal infinite amounts of damage. Grey Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, that's going to be kind of interesting. What's this? Grey Chaos Sorcerer has cast Radiance of Potalos. They gain protection from ranged damage. That's not really going to help you, sir. I don't think that's going to be particularly helpful. Anyway, I am just going to get by here. Hopefully we can murder all these in the back. I don't really want these fellows doing anything particularly... Whoa, yeah. The speed bonus. The speed bonus that we get from the Blood Frenzy is absolutely hilarious. The amount of damage that we can deal right here. Look at that. Absolutely insane. Okay, unfortunately they have a lot of shields right here, so they are tending to block quite often, but that's fine. We just need to get to the back, you know, that's what we need to do. I still can't see anything for some reason. I feel like that does need to get toned down a little bit, but again, this is indeed the first time that we've actually been playing with this particular archetype of character, because obviously we haven't actually made a corn worshipping fellow before, so you know that's a pretty big deal. And obviously they're still refining how this system even works, to be honest, so you know it's a pretty big deal. Okay, so if I could just eliminate these guys, then I think we'll be really, really pleased. And then I will hopefully be able to find out where their ranged troops are actually staying. Because I know where they are, but I don't know how to get there. So I'm hopeful that my forces will actually lead me to that place. Because otherwise I'm going to be in a bit of a troublesome situation, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see where they actually decide to go. Are they up here? Are they all the way around the side? If that is the case, then that is fiendish. It's very, very fiendish. I like the layout of this particular castle, though. I think this layout is looking particularly nice, actually, because if you think about it, okay, now, here's the thing. If these guys weren't chaos, I feel like this would be an exceptional fief for someone like the Wood Elves, or anyone with really, really good ranged troops. I mean, Chaos doesn't have particularly amazing ranged troops. They do have some javelin throwers and axe throwers and so on and so forth, but they don't really inflict massive damage. I mean, yeah, sure, they can do damage, but it's not going to be the same kind of deal as if they have a massive amount of Wood Elf archers or, you know, Skaven gunners or something like that. You know, it's not the same kind of deal, but still, it is a very nice layout for a castle. Not so good for the defense, but very fun for the offense. And look at what they've got here. We've got some more Demon Princes of Khorne as well. Now you've got some Khornate Knights. Very nice. Oh yes. Okay, I'm just gonna try to take all of these. I really need to look up the keybind. I think it's Control A, isn't it? I think it's Control A or something like that. But yeah, I don't really want to chance it just in case. Okay, so let's just do this. There we are. Alright, wonderful. Okay, defer appointment of a lord once again. Oh, I actually plundered it. Oh, I didn't mean to plunder it. Oh well, never mind. I gain reputation? I gained reputation for plundering, I assume. Is that the case? That's very funny. That is hilarious. That was certainly not my intention, because I thought to myself, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, just gonna take it and then just leave it alone, because, you know, most of the time, pillaging something is just detrimental to your own success, because otherwise it's basically just going to be like, well, you're decreasing the prosperity of a particular place by a significant amount for what? What are you going to get from that? You know, it's not particularly going to be super effective for you to do that. But at least that's from my perspective, at least. I don't know, maybe just besieging the thing in the first place is going to make a huge difference to its overall prosperity anyway, and in actual fact then maybe you don't even need to worry about it. Anyway, not too bad. Not too bad what we've done here so far. Not entirely sure if we're going to be able to keep a hold of all these, but Chaos is, for some reason, leaving us alone and not really attacking us at all at the moment, which I gotta say is very surprising. I wouldn't be surprised, however, though, to learn that they're going to be attacking in force in the upcoming episode. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.